to stop any process of audit by the government. That I want to state unequivocally, because we believe in accountability. Even that ministry itself is audited. Yeah? So if the ministry is audited and the audit reports come here, county governments are audited and the audit reports come here, there is no institution that cannot be audited. I think that needs to be clear, because I've seen a lot of insinuation to the contrary. So Milton and Suba and the rest, even FKF, let no one have the idea that the Senate or Parliament is trying to stop any audit. What we're looking at is process. What we're looking at is the best interest and how this has gotten to where it is. Because ultimately, we will come to a determination, yeah, based on the facts, based on the evidence, and based on the law. Now, the law, as I come to FKF to respond, yeah, I'll come to FKF to respond. I think the Sports Act is very clear about inspection of sports organizations, Section 52, where the registrar, on the registrar's own motion, or if directed by the cabinet secretary, can cause an inspection to be made by any person, and then it, organization, branch, sub-branch, organ, or any person associated with any organization, of their books, accounts, and records. And then it gives us the procedure through which that inspection is done. And thereafter, the law, because we must be guided by the law. And why I've said that is that any intervention by Parliament or by any individual, by any institution, this country is run by the rule of law. And that is what we want to be done. It even tells us the point at which, once a report of that audit is done, what is supposed to happen and the steps, and if there's need for intervention, what must be followed. I think we must be on the same page on that. So at this point, I hope we're clear, and there's no question around that, is there? Yeah? Are we clear, Suba? Milton?
Absolutely, sir.
Thank you. So don't have any fear. What?
Yeah, I want to personalize it. If today this honorable committee were to ask me, Barry Otieno, to produce my M-pesa statements from 2016 and any supporting documents, Chair, it would be impossible to peruse and reach a conclusive decision that I did right or wrong under 2 hours. And so we were shocked that the inspectors took just under maybe 4 hours to produce these voluminous documents from FKF.
At the onset, when you are going through a process that's covered by law and that is explicitly triggered through a law, you expect the people who are doing it to follow it from day one for it to have fairness. At FKF, we have judicial bodies. So if you're accused by a team to have fixed a game and they bring their accusation to FKF, we normally go to the committee that is reported, and then there's a process that is followed. But if from day one we rush very quickly and we ban you, or we rush very quickly and start sending you things that insinuate we want to ban you, you will be alarmed and appeal. If a minister goes to the newspapers without ever one day in 3 years in office, never written a letter or by call or called a meeting and raised a concern to you, causes an inspection, then you're worried. And then when you pick it up and you write to her and she does not respond, Chair, then you're even further worried.
You say that you're not given the reasons, and you asked what are the reasons for inspection. Which law says that you should be given reasons? Because the Sports Act does not ask for you to be given any reason for the inspection. It just says the registrar at any time can cause an inspection. So there's no explicit provision of you being told the reason. But it would be a good thing to do, but there's no explicit provision. It's Barry who said that one, you are told about, you learned about the inspection through the press. Now, in law, there is what is explicitly provided for in law, and then there's also what is generally the good thing to do. Yeah? Because I'm reading Section 52 of inspection, and I don't see anywhere that it says how you should be informed. Because it says the registrar may at any time, or if so directed by the CS, cause an inspection to be made by any person, yeah, to this organization. And then the regulations talks about how the registrar shall appoint and then produce a letter. Beyond that, is there any provision which says how you should be informed? Number two, you say that you're not given the reasons, and you asked what are the reasons for inspection. Which law says that you should be given reasons? Because the Sports Act does not ask for you to be given any reason for the inspection. It just says the registrar at any time can cause an inspection. So there's no explicit provision of you being told the reason. But it would be a good thing to do, but there's no explicit provision. Is there a provision I'm missing for you to guide me that talks about the reasons for inspection? Then finally, maybe the lacuna that I see is that, is there inspectors or there's a lead inspector? Are they all in that? You know, you've shown me one letter. I've not seen a letter of, a copy of the letters there. And this, I think, will go to the CS when they come. Whether it's an inspector who is assisted by a team, or all of them are inspectors within their own right, or a chairman of the inspection team. For now, let me leave it at that, because you have told this committee, and this committee has been emphatic, and Senate has been emphatic. You have said you have no problem with inspection. And I think people need to understand that. And we have also said that the Senate is not trying in any way to stop an inspection. We will not be party to that, because the law is clear, an inspection can be done. So I want to know how you've been prejudiced in this process of there being an inspection carried out. Because it says anytime, it says it doesn't show where you need to be given the reason, and then it gives the timelines even for you to be given fair hearing, which, according to my calculation, has not yet reached. That question can be answered with more comments.
Thank you, Chair. So may I go on the various questions? So I will start with you, Chair, because I'm bundling that with what Senator Lekina and Senator Murkomen put forward. So